is the most surreal, ridiculous experience. Like, you literally are like, have everybody lined up and you're waving goodbye. Then all of a sudden the doors close, like 10 people rush out, grab you, haul you into a golf buggy. You're speeding around corners while someone's saying, okay, this is what's gonna happen. You know, Sonia's gonna be there, she's gonna ask you these questions. You're in, you're in, you're in. And then you get pushed into the stage and there's lights, and you go from seeing, you know, 8 other faces day in, day out, to hundreds of people like chanting and putting their hands up for high fives. It was daunting. Like, it was so crazy. I almost didn't recognize her. It was so weird. Like, to have her sitting next to my bed for like the last 2 months, and then to have the real deal in front of me, it was beyond belief. It was one of the happiest moments of this Big Brother experience, yeah. And she's such a cutie patootie. Like, she's just waddling down the stage like with a tissue in her hand. I'm like, Mom! I think there was a start, probably the first week or 2. Yeah, like, he's a hugely attractive boy, and he has a heart of gold. But I think as time goes on, you get attracted to the other qualities, and that sort of does put you in the friend zone. When the only male attention you have is like 3 or 4 guys, you sort of do have that instant physical attraction. But I think you get to a point where you realize it's probably just because you're bored a little bit, and it is just the physical. And when you get past that, you're like, well, this guy's just gonna be a good mate of mine. And you're living with him 24/7. Like, who wants to live with a guy that they have the hots for straight up for 24/7? No way. You just, like, I kudos to the girls that have made it work in the house, but I think it'd just be a little bit too much. 100%. We have had some amazing times that we've shared, just the 2 of us in the house. We've had these crazy like conversations that have been fantastic, but she's one of those girls, and everybody has them. Those friends that we love to pieces, but if you put them in a room with us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you would lose your mind. I don't think there's one. I think there's a collection of moments where it's just pure bliss. And one of them was the cake scene, the cake fight scene. One of them was the time that we had the catwalk, and you know, everybody was dressed up in these ridiculous outfits, and they finally put on some music. This is a hard one. I think all in all, I'd have to say Layla. I know that there's been a lot like sort of come out about things that she said, or like the way she's nominated, but whether it's she said what she said, you know, for camera, or that's the way she felt, for me, she was that person. She was a rock. She was someone that was a little piece of home. She was always there when I needed her. Probably, oh, that's a tough one. I would probably say maybe Ben. Just from the things that I've sort of heard, like the fact that he's maybe said a couple of naughty things about, I think, everyone. I think he's probably the one playing it the hardest. But that it doesn't come off that great when you're in the house. Never, no. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. There's like a handful of people that will ever be able to experience this. If you walked out of here with anything but like happiness and love for the experience, then you don't deserve to be going on it. There's 20,000 other people that would take your place like that. Both hard questions. I think it'll probably be down to Layla and Michael at the end. I think it's become evident that I think most people that are left are playing the game, to be honest with you. I've heard Ben, Michael, even Stacey, even Sam, even Layla, they're going into that diary room and everything shreds off you. So yeah, I think they've all got the strategy down pat.